Got him!
Welcome to Fish North Georgia's The Guide. Here's Chris Gayton.
Hello, Fish North Georgia. I'm going to be doing a fishing update here for Hickory Log Creek Reservoir, May the 25th. Tell you a little bit about the water temperature. Still in the mid 60s, starting out at 64. I think we ended the day about 66. The lower end of the lake, we've got a lot of stain. Mid-lake, that stain starts to go away, and then the upper end of the lake, or the dam, near the dam, is 100% completely clear. Talk to you a little bit about what I had success on, actually for a couple weeks in a row now. It's a buzz bait. This is a Georgia Blade buzz bait. Just take the skirt off. I'm adding a Zoom horny toad or a Gambler buzz and cane toad. Either one of those two will work. Starting out, well, 2 weeks ago I threw this for half a day. Had some overcast cloudy skies, and just it worked. This last weekend I threw it for the first couple of hours. I'm getting that first bite first thing in the morning. Ended up catching over a 5-pounder both weeks on the same bait. And then as the day went on, kind of transitioned from that to a small swim bait. This is just a Kitech 3.3 in a thread fin color. Great all-around bait. I catch fish everywhere I go. Really no matter of the time of the year. The only thing I'll change up is the weight of the head, depending on how deep those fish are. A little bit later in the day, we transitioned to both a half-ounce jig. This is a Castleberry living rubber jig with just a Garyamoto twin tail grub on it. By the way, I've been throwing this jig for a month, same jig. It's pretty amazing, no painting off the head. Great jig there. And also we were throwing a 1/4 ounce jig. That 1/4 ounce jig, just a lot slower fall rate, another living rubber jig. A little different style trailer. This is a net bait crawl, and this is just to get those slower suspended fish. You get a lot of bites on the fall on that lighter head, slow fall rate, and then the fish that we were marking on the bottom, we were throwing the 1/2 ounce. One other thing, caught a lot of fish on just a standard drop shot. It's the Softy Lure Morning Melon. I don't know if you can see that color. It's kind of like a morning dawn color on the bottom, a melon color up top. They call it their 5-inch Meat Getter Junior. Another great bait. One thing I found with these is when I'm drop shotting them, because they do have they do float, they stand out a lot better. Another thing, I did swap. I went back and forth between that and a Morning Dawn Robo Worm, but that is definitely a great option. The fish have finished their spawning. They're moving back out, and they're kind of in that transition period where they haven't went deep yet. You're still finding fish shallow. I caught a lot of the fish first thing in the morning on that buzz bait. Starting to see some shad up shallow. I'm not exactly sure where we're at in the shad spawn stage over at Hickory Log, but we are catching fish shallow. We're seeing shad shallow. I'm not sure if they've spawned yet. The shad are getting ready to spawn, but as the day goes on, the sun gets high, those fish are moving back out, and we're catching them in the 10 to 15 foot range. I actually did catch some fish in about 20 foot this last weekend. So, I'd say, use your electronics. This time of year, these fish are moving a lot. The shad are moving a lot. The brim haven't started spawning yet. Those fish, they'll transition really quickly from shallow water to deeper water, and then they'll move back up as soon as that brim spawn starts. You'll get a lot of those fish moving back up around those brim beds, feeding on brim, and they're following bait. So that's all I have for today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and let me know if you have any questions.
Thanks for watching the guide here at Fish North Georgia. Our mission is to build a community of anglers to give you the best and latest information to make your day on the water more successful. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, click the bell so you'll be notified of any future content. Make sure you check us out at fishnorthgeorgia.com, where we carry a large variety of bait manufacturers from here in the North Georgia area. So we appreciate you being part of our community, and we'll see you soon.